Hey guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, February 7th. It is 6:18 right now. Market's going to open in about 12 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and set up this room real quick, and we'll get started shortly with our analysis for today. Got a couple of things here to update. All right, one thing here. And it looks like we are good to go. Let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. Copy this over real quick. All right, looks like we are good to go. Let me get this link sent out to you guys here in the premium. All right, that's good. So I'll give it a few moments for people to make their way in, and as people join in, I'll go ahead and start marking up liquidity over here on the daily chart. Put it right there, there, going down to the 8-hour time frame. Going down to the 4-hour time frame. Two-hour time frame. One-hour time frame. All right, down to the 30-minute time frame. 15. Ten-minute. And looks like we are good to go. All right, guys, good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, February 7th. It is 6:22 right now. Market's going to open in about 2 minutes. Looks like majority of you guys are here so far. So I've marked up liquidity over here on our liquidity chart. Closest level of liquidity above is going to be at 38,706. This might get hit pre-market, but we'll see what happens in the next couple of minutes. The next level is going to be down below at 38,546. So there goes the first two levels of liquidity right there. On our clean chart over here, I'm going to mark up 6:30. I'm going to mark up 8 o'clock. I'm going to go on the 4-hour time frame. I'm going to mark up structure over here. Structure right above here. Structure down below here. I'm going to go down to the 1 hour to see if there's anything closer. Same structure. We have a closer, lower structure right here. So as you guys can see, price is pretty much ranging between the 4-hour structure and the 1-hour structure. So we got the 1-hour support down here, 1-hour support level. And then right above, we have the 4-hour resistance level right here. I'll put that right there. 4-hour resistance level. So we'll see what happens here when market opens. But anyways, there goes our clean chart so that you guys can see price is in a really, really big range right now. If anything, I think target price point will probably be the 4-hour resistance up there. That's probably where price wants to push to. But we'll see what happens, when market opens here in a few. Going over to our main chart. So here's our main chart right here. I believe there was news this morning. So let me pull up the news real quick. There was news at 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5:30 and 6. So 2, 4, 5:36. It's been kind of weird at the news lately. The news has been at like such random times. So 2 o'clock, which is like way over here. All right, there was news at 2 o'clock, 4, 5:30, and 6. Or 5:30. It's kind of weird candle right here. And 6 o'clock. It's candle right here. All right, so we got news marked up right there. We have more news at 7:30, and that's pretty much it. So we got news over here at 7:30 coming up. For our breakout chart, I'm just going to mark up 7 o'clock because that's our cutoff for entry. And it looks like we are good to go. All right, guys, good morning, everybody. Today's Wednesday, February 7th. Great to be back on these charts. Fortunately, I couldn't trade yesterday. I was getting my teeth fixed at the dentist for my veneers. My fiance was getting her veneers put in as well. We're back, normal schedule. So we'll have our mentoring session after this, guys, if you guys want to join in. Again, if you guys are not part of the mentoring group and you guys want to sit in on the mentoring session, it's open to everybody. I just don't answer questions outside the Zoom. So if you are a part of the mentoring group, everyone's questions are going to get answered. But if you guys just want to sit in, see how this mentoring session works, and if you guys want to take part of it in the next cycle, just go to the YouTube channel. So make sure you go to the YouTube channel. If you go on the website, kodikaitrades.com, just click on unlock your free access to the YouTube right here. Or you can go directly to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/kodikaitrades. And just make sure that you have that you subscribe and you turn notifications on. It's completely free. You just turn this on here, and whenever I go live, you'll get an email from YouTube saying that I'm going live. I go live about twice a day now with the live session plus the mentoring session right after. I don't post that link publicly because it's not meant for the public. It's just meant for the mentoring group. But if you guys want to sit in and watch and review the trades and session for the day, you guys are more than welcome to sit in. I just don't look at the YouTube, so I don't answer any questions on that side of it. The only questions that get answered are on the Zoom. But you guys are more than welcome to sit in, because after this session, we're going to go on the mentoring group, and then we're going to be covering all the trades that we took, all the trades we didn't take, all the trades that were identified, any problems that arose, and we're going to cover stuff from yesterday too, because we didn't have a mentoring session yesterday. So we'll do 2 sessions in one. But again, yeah, I try to make it accessible for everybody. I know a lot of people charge for this stuff, like these one-on-one sessions and private sessions, but I do it for free because I just feel I believe in good karma. So I'll give you guys free info, free education, free all that stuff. And it comes back to me with my trades. So we'll be looking for the breakout entries today, or the breakout entry for the PRB. We'll also be looking for V1 variations with confluence and breakout V3 continuations with confluence as well. So, all right, guys, let's see who's here so far. Morning, Daniel. Morning, Johnny. Morning, Maddie. Morning, Fun Me. Funny, sorry. Morning, Kevin. Morning, Rashida. Morning, everybody. Morning, iPad. Nice. Jay just passed his 150K account yesterday. Congrats to Jay over here. Yeah, you can just take a micro lot size, take one contract size and just patch your days. You'll be good, Jay. So big congrats to Jay over here. Another member within our group who just got funded. Seems like every day someone's getting funded. So looking over here at our results for the milestones as well. So big congrats to Kenny over here. Kenny just got his profit split from FTMO, his first profit split with them, 5,496. Big congrats to Kenny over here. And then the other Kenneth in our group just got funded 375K accounts on Tradovate for Apex, and then also one 150K account. Big congrats to Kenneth over here as well. So both of our Kenny's over here in the group just got funded and paid out. And then Jay over here also just got funded as well on his Apex 150K. So congrats, guys. Seems like every day someone is getting funded or getting passed or whatever it may be. Craig said, would it concern you to buy when price is extended the way it has since London session? Nope, not at all. Because the retail sentiment right now is currently 81%, so it's supposed to be bullish right now, Craig. So yeah, I know it might look overextended, but because the retail sentiment is so high, I do see correction to the upside happening today. So I'm fine with it. All right, guys, market is now open. So I'll be looking for the PRB entry. As you guys know, there's no setup here yet. The rejection looks like it might be coming down. So it looks like it came back down real quick and it's pushing right back up. So I'll be looking for the space next. Maddie, we have that right there. So we got it printed. So we got the first step of the PRB set up, guys. We're now going to look for some space in between, and then we'll be looking for some possible entry. So we just got to give it some time right here. Guys, if you guys have any questions regarding FTMO, you're probably better off just hitting up FTMO, right? I try to remind people that every day whenever I get a question about FTMO. I'm not FTMO, guys, so I don't have a decision. I don't decide whether they accept US clients, whether they accept Canadian clients, or whoever they accept. So if you guys ever have any questions regarding any other platforms that I have no control over, you're better off just asking them directly, right? Because I get a lot of questions about FTMO, but I have no control over it. I don't say whether certain people can use them or not. But anyways, back to the charts here. So we currently have the rejection here. Price came up, came back down, pushed back up. Looks like we might get the space right here that you guys are looking for. I'm looking for maybe some sort of doji candle. And it looks like it's setting up right here. Basically a wick on both sides, or maybe a small body. And it looks like it's probably going to provide opportunity. Yep, looks like we're getting it right there. All right, so we got the space right there, guys. Now I just gotta look for that turnaround. This is not the turnaround I'm looking for. We just need to drop further, provide opportunity for the turnaround. So basically, you guys know how this works. Basically, looking for the push up, retrace, consolidation, retrace, come back up, right? It's kind of similar to like a V1 variation with confluence. It's just we're not looking for that V1 pattern because it doesn't come up very often. So now we're just looking for opportunity for entry. The ATR right now is currently 13. It's not very high. It's pretty decent. It's just normal right now. I'll let you guys know if I do decide or if I do see anything here for entry, but there's no room for entry just yet. Not yet, but it is setting up here. All right, if this candle here closes green, this will be an entry for the PRB. If it closes green or if it swings right back up. So basically, if this closes with a big wick on the bottom or if it closes green, this is going to be an entry for the PRB. That's basically what we're looking for. I'll let you guys know if I enter. You'll also hear my laptop trigger an entry. Still got 20 seconds left, so got to give it some time. That's a few seconds left here.
Or
In the position, so it's filled right there.
order submitted.
Watching it now. It didn't close green like I wanted to, but I mean, it closed enough. Said if it had a big wick on the bottom or closed green, that's where the entry would be. Currently running right now. Let's see if I can get this. I'll make sure I have the alert set up so that I can follow it. The volatility is kind of low. Yeah, exactly. Nicholas said, guys, look at your entry price. Don't get caught like Monday. So just make sure to watch and follow it, guys, because the volatility here is kind of slow. But I'm following it myself, making sure that everything here lines up properly. My entry price over here wasn't exactly the best. Let me see where it's at. Yeah, my entry price wasn't the best, so I got to follow it and watch it. So if it does hit TP, I'm probably gonna have to close out of it manually. If it doesn't close me out on full TP, guys, I'm out. I'm out. Woo, got 2 new accounts, so that was nice. I got 2 accounts added on my full TP. I didn't have to close out of that. It was kind of lagging on my end, so I was kind of waiting for it to close out, and then it just ended up closing out for me. It's right there, guys. Easy money. Easy money. So I'm telling you guys, you probably just need the PRB entry. You probably don't even need to take anything else. Because this thing's a 1-to-1 and it's very, very high win rate. So, all right, there we go. So everything went as planned. And if you guys have profits to post stuff, feel free to send them in. All right, so there we go. Now we'll look for the other official entries for the day. And we're done with the PRB. See what I got on that. Yeah, that was good. I'm just looking at all the profits right now. I was like, yeah, that was good. The profits are nice. 1,500 is perfect. Close out just like it was supposed to. And I'm glad. So guys, if you guys are looking, or if you guys have been on the fence to open an Apex account, they have an 80% promo going on. I saw the 80%, I bought 2 more accounts, and I have 10 accounts with Apex. All right, let me post these profits real quick in the Discord. Why is my Discord not reloading? Yeah, Camel said he heard that future spread and entries are way better. Yeah, they are way better. Or I'll post a link for the Apex if you guys want to use it. Yeah, I saw the 80% off and I was like, man, I gotta add some more because I'm gonna keep taking these PRV entries. So I'll put the link over here real quick for whoever wants it. I'll also post a link over here as well. Yeah, Kenny said, Kenny, who just got paid out from FTO, said just in time, right? Apex sale came just in time for him. Yeah, it's awesome. So guys, full TP on that trade right there. Looks like pretty much everybody here locked in profit on it. There is a V1 pattern right here. So I kind of see the V1 pattern. It's kind of messy though, because you can't really see the body or like where it's at. So I'll just mark a structure there, but I think probably should wait for another V1 pattern to come up. But yeah, entry came up perfect. Here are my profits for that trade. So I took that trade right there with you guys, wrote it to full TP, got perfect entry. All my accounts right here, I logged in at 1,500. There's only one account that got slippage, which was this one right here, which I got 1,440, but it's okay, it happens, right? It's just one account got slippage, but basically I got so 1,500 times 9 plus 1,440. Oh man, maybe about 15,000 on that trade on my Apex. So, all right, let me add that real quick. 15,000, that's crazy. I can't wait till I get 20 accounts. I'll be making like 30K off of that one PRV entry. That's gonna be fucking sweet. Man, I'm just excited. I'm excited because there's like the opportunities that come up with Apex is crazy, right? Their execution's great. Everything's great about Apex. I can't really complain. The only difference is the only thing I could really complain about is like how they're kind of old school and they're not really able to they don't really budge if you ask them for stuff, right? So like signing up as an LLC is like kind of complicated. So I'm just doing it through personal. I'm having the funds deposited to my business account, but it's just kind of like I don't know. It is what it is though. If they pay out, which they do pay out, I'm fine with that. And I mean I'll just keep using them until I have to add some other accounts to it. So I got 10 accounts now. So as you guys can see, every day when I take the PRB, if the entry hits, I'm going to be making about 15,000 a day with 10 accounts. That's just one trade. Once I have 20 accounts, I'll be making about like 30K. So super, super excited for that. I'll probably buy some more Apexes while they're at 80%. I think 80% is a really good discount. They go up to 90% with Apex guys, but it doesn't happen very often. So, I mean, the 80% is like, that's a good middle point, or like it's a good high point, like before you get to the very high, which is 90, which doesn't happen very often. I think 80 is like spot on. On the lower end, it goes down to like 60%, 71%, but 80% is like spot on. Yeah, exactly. Kenny said 20 accounts are going to be awesome. And it's going to be even better when other funding companies are added to the copier. Yeah. So I'm going to look at Top Step next. I'll look at Take Profit Trader. There's a bunch of different funding companies with that use NinjaTrader. So this is just the beginning. That's going to be crazy because once I start making like, so if I do 15 or I mean, I don't even want to do the math right now. It's going to get me too excited to think about how much profit we can make. Yeah, C6 at 80% off. Get paid best $60 ever. Yeah, that's really what it is. Yeah, C6 said it costs more to buy drinks than it would to buy an Apex account. I agree. 60 bucks goes a long way. All right, so I should be funded with my original Apex accounts hopefully by next week. I'm currently at 56,000, around like 56, 50, or I'm at like 156, 157,000 around there. So I need about like maybe three or four more PRB entries, and then I'll be funded on those accounts. Yeah, that's quick. That was pretty quick. Yeah. Payout is 80%. Yeah, well, it's the same as like all the other funding companies, it's 80%. And then I think if you get like really consistent, it goes up to like 90. If they put you on a cash account, like a real account, it's like 90% split. There's just some structure. Yeah, there's the payout structure is kind of different on your first couple of months, I think. You can do withdrawal a max of I think 7,500 or two. I don't know what it is. I forgot the number. Yeah, there's a certain number to it. Nice. Maddie said he just passed his eval so fast with PRV in 2 weeks. Nice work, Maddie. Because the PRV has been on a winning streak. We haven't lost any PRV entries. So Maddie just passed all of his evals in 2 weeks. Maddie has now 14 funded accounts. Congrats, Maddie. That's crazy. Yeah, Maddie has 14 funded accounts. That's crazy. Man, profits. So I think Maddie's leading right now with funded accounts or CT. Might be CT or Maddie. Max accounts are 20 accounts. That's what I'm trying to build up to. I'm currently at 10 right now. I'm probably gonna add 2 more or 5 more or 10 more. Who knows? I might just add like all 10 accounts by next week. We'll see. I'm trying to so what I'm doing is I'm slowly kind of adding more accounts on because I'm still new to the platform. But at this point, the strategy is so good that uh it's like worth the risk because then they also have half off resets right now. So if you screw up, you can just reset your account for half the price. Normally it's like about $100 to reset, but you can reset it for 50, which is super cheap. Um, all right. So there's no other entries here, guys. Don't worry. I know we're kind of going off topic, looking at everything and talking about everything, but there's no entries here. So there's nothing that you guys are missing out on. But again, here are my profits for the day off that one trade. 10 accounts right there. Looking over at our team profits, we have profits over here from, let's see, we have Andreas with a total profit of about 5,000 for the day. Nice work, Andreas, all wins. We have Eunice with a total profit of 1,219, all wins as well. So you guys can see I'm not the only person that profited off that trade. Pretty much everybody here did. Jonathan locked in 1,000 off that trade. Nice, John. I think this is like the most profit I've seen from you, bro, off one trade. So solid profit right there, Jonathan. We have Maria over here, total profit of 1,045. Great work, Maria. We have Kaner, total profit of 1,446. About same thing, 1,500, 1,500. We got David over here, total profit of 163. Big profit right here from everybody. I think you guys are really liking this PRV entry because I'm looking at your guys' profits, and I haven't seen a lot of you guys locking this much profit before off one trade. Maddie over here locked in 8,600 across all of his accounts. He's now funded 14 accounts with Apex. We have Patricia over here, total profit of 7,435. Nice work, Patricia. How'd you do that, Patricia? How'd you get the total on there? I'm just curious because I'd like to just take a screenshot of that too. Oh, total piano. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm wondering how you did that, Patricia, how you got the total down here. So I can do that to mine too. I think you might be on your trading chart, huh? Strategies. I don't know. I gotta figure out NinjaTrader. I still don't know how to use it completely. That's cool. That'd be easier for me to add it up, so I don't have to add it up manually. Natasha locked in 1,219. Great work, Natasha. This is the biggest profit I've seen from you too. William over here, total profit of 2,400. Biggest profit I've seen from you as well. We got Albert over here. Nice work, Albert. 1,200 per account. So you lock in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll say about like 7, 8,000 for the day. Nice work, Albert. We have Martha. Dang. So I've never seen Martha lock in $1,000 off one trade either. So I'm seeing everybody here with like the biggest profit, like single profit days or profit trades in a while because you guys have actually hit your full TP. So great work right there, Martha as well. Total profit of 1,000. Matt over here, total profit of 2,040. Nice work, Matt. We got DJ over here, total profit of where you at? I don't know how to read this. 1,200 for the day. That's where DJ. We have Johnny, total profit of 2,872 on his FTMO, and a total profit of, we'll just say 10,000 across your Apex. It's a lot of stuff to add up there, but it looks like you have about 10,000 there. Nice work. And Drew over here on his funded accounts, total profit of 1,700 per account. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're gonna say about 10,000 for the day off Drew. Nice work, Drew. We have Kenneth over here, total profit of 8,400 on his funded accounts as well. Nice work, Kenneth. DJ's second account, total profit of 1,050. That's a ton here. We have Amali's at Stupanova on his broker, total profit of 339. Nice work, Amal. We have Rashida, total profit of 1,219 on her first account and 1,219 on her second account on her funded and her challenge. We have Gian here, total profit of 847. Nice work, Gian. We have Patricia, total profit of 2,409 on her MT5 account. We have Maria, total profit of 186 on her FTMO. We have Cam, total profit of 1,219 across both of his accounts. We have Jeff, total profit of 1,750. All right, man, we got a lot of profits to cover here. Let me check the charts real quick, make sure we're not missing out on anything. There's no entries here, as you guys can see. There's no V1 pattern, so it's fine. You guys are not missing out on any entries. Plus, the pivots here are not fanning out. So there's no trend right now with regard to the pivot. So you guys are not missing out on anything here. So don't worry. I know I'm covering profits, but we just made a ton of profits today in the group. So it's taking me longer than usual to look at everybody's profits. We have Nick here, total profit of 8,540 on his FTMO. Nice work, Nick. And then on his Apex, he locked in a total profit of 1,282 off each account. So he's about well over 2,000 on his Apex. Nice work, Nick. We got Henry here, total profit of 1,019. Man, the profit post video for today is going to be really long. Usually our profit post video is like maybe a minute or 2 minutes long. It'll probably be like 5 minutes because everybody here locked in some massive profits for the day. We have Vince here, total profit of 1,462. It looks like everybody in the mentoring group, you guys locked in some massive profits. So I'm happy for this because you guys are getting closer and closer to getting funded on those accounts that you guys opened with us or that you opened up, with the group at the beginning of this week. We have Madhu over here, total profit of 1,800. Nice work, Madhu. We got Vince here on his FTMO, total profit of 880. We have Naritha over here, total profit of 1,400 first account, 2,600 on the second, and 1,400 on the third. So total profit of about 5,000 for the day. We got Nathan, total profit of 1,875 across his Apex accounts. We have Alicia, total profit of 579. Unfortunately, her computer froze, but she was able to still pull out and profit. And then lastly, we have Barack here, only PRB entry, total profit of 2,140. So this is a pretty good, Barack. You made pretty good profit with just one trade versus taking, your normal like 10, 20 trade that you'd be taking. So yeah, guys, solid work right there. I will continue looking for some more official entries here. I think for me personally, I might just stick to the PRB entry. I'll keep looking for other official entries that we might want to take, and I'll decide if they look really good. If they look great, I'll take them. If not, then I'm just going to probably stick to the PRB entries because it has such a high win rate. And I think if I just stick to that, I'm not going to be staying afloat. I'll be really excelling higher and higher because if it's just one trade a day, you're either going to win, you're going to lose, you're going to break even, or you're just going to keep building from there. And the PRB has been pretty solid for the past couple, for the whole year, basically. In January, there was no losses for the PRB. Well, there still hasn't been any losses this whole year, I think, for the PRB. So from January up until now, there hasn't been any losses. There was no trade yesterday. And it is, it's just super, super solid. Let's see what else we've got here. Okay, gotcha, Patricia. Yeah, Patricia said she uses a different copier. I was looking at that one too, the affordable indicators one. I mean, it's all good. I'll just add them up for now. I kind of like using the Replicanto since I'm used to it. All right, Craig, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Kim said, I think I screwed something up on my Apex. I'm in Tradovate getting a message that says your current market data subscription for this contract is for top book. Would you like to continue to view the best bids? Yeah, you just update it, Kim, and then it should fix it. I got that too when I first logged into Tradovate. If you're logging into your Apex account, it should just automatically update. So you just agree to it and then it automatically updates. And then if it's not, if your data is still delayed, just log out and log back in, and then it should update it. I know it's kind of confusing. When you first sign up for Apex, it's a little confusing, but once you sign up that first time, it's pretty simple. Like for example, today I just bought 2 accounts. They were automatically added to my Tradovate or my Ninja Trader. So I didn't have to do anything. I just bought the accounts and then I turned on my copier and I didn't have to put in no information. It was just all automatic. So I really like Apex once you've got it all kind of set up. Kenneth said it's going to be a quick mentoring session. I know, right? Because everybody won. There's nothing to really cover. There's no explanation. It's just the entry came up perfect. So yeah, I think the mentoring session will be rather quick today because we're just going to cover. I mean, everyone's pretty happy, I guess. I would be too, with everybody in our mentoring group profiting off the same trade. So we'll see. But yeah, guys, if you guys just want to stick to the PRB, that's what I would do too. I think I'm probably going to just stick to the PRB because it's, so for me, I'm either going to make 15,000 a day or I'm going to lose 15,000, which I'm fine with because I can make 15,000, I can lose it, and then I'll make it back the next day, right? Versus kind of just climbing up a small little ladder to like make profit and then possibly risk it all. So if I see a really good entry, I'll mark it up. I'll still follow the official entries. It's just I think what we got going on right now is pretty solid to keep up people's consistency and discipline. Because if you're just taking one trade, you're not going to get FOMO, right? You'll get FOMO because you're one and done for the day. You just take one entry and then you either turn off your MT4 or your Apex, and then you could just continue on with the live session, but not actually take any trades. Like you can just follow the analysis. And I think that's probably what's going to work best for the group. Because a lot of people, their big mistakes or their biggest problems with trading is FOMO and revenge trading. And if you're just focused on one trade, there should be no FOMO or revenge trading. Nathan said he's done after that too. Vimal said it's good to have a Kodi Kai internal leaderboard. It'll be motivating. Yeah, Drew said this will lead to over trading. Right. I mean, that would be cool having that there. Let's see, Jonathan sent me something. What is it, Jonathan? Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So this is the maximum account maximum that you can withdraw for the first I think for the first 3 months. So for the first 3 months, you can withdraw 2,750 per 150K account. So that's twice a month. So say for example, I get funded 20 accounts, right? So 2,750 times 20. So I'm happy with that, Jonathan. You're just doing the math there. I'm like, I would be okay with 55,000 every 2 weeks. Yeah, I'll be okay with that. Or right now I have 10 accounts. So 10 accounts times 2,750. Yeah, I'm cool. You can pay me 27,000 every 2 weeks. And then so this is just for the beginning. So for the first 3 months, you can only withdraw this much, which I think is cool because the rest of the funds get stuck in your Apex account and then you end up having no drawdown. Like at that point, you just won't have any more trailing drawdown because you have so much cushion left over. So I'm okay with just making this much every 2 weeks or with payouts because, and this is something a lot of people complain about, right? People are like, oh, they limit your withdrawal. The people that are complaining don't even make withdrawals, right? So you guys, like, I always see people complain about FTMO having like, or these funding companies having like all these rules. The people that are complaining aren't even funded. Like, be careful with who you listen to, because every time you see somebody complaining in the group about trailing drawdown, complaining about whatever rules these funding companies have, they're not even funded. They're not funded and they're not getting paid out. And they're complaining. It's like, bro, you have no place to complain. Once you're funded and you're actually getting paid out, if it's really affecting you, then okay, complain. But everybody I see who complains, they're not even funded or they're not even doing good at trading. So just look at everything from an outside to inside view versus you being on the inside and complaining out, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. I think the rules are fine. I mean, you guys could think otherwise, but I think the rules are fine as is. And we have people in the group who are getting paid out. I've seen bank statements, I've seen wire statements. So I know Apex is paying out. They're also regulated in the US. So I'm cool with Apex. I don't think I'm going to use any more MT4 companies moving forward. There's like really no need. Because the last thing I want to do, like TFF still owes me payouts. And I think their website's still down. Let's see. True Forex funds. Yeah, these guys still owe me a payout. And MFF still owes me refunds and payouts too. So I'm gonna stick to Apex, guys. If you guys want to use it, if you guys don't want to use it, that's completely fine. Let's see what else we got over here. me scroll up real quick. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. And don't worry, guys, you guys are not missing out on any trades. We currently don't have a trend right now. The trend is starting to shift to a bearish trend. So I'm waiting for this level 4 pivot to cross above. Once this red level 4 pivot is above all the other pivots, we can start looking for some sells. But right now, at this very moment, there's just nothing for us to take here right now specifically. Let me mark up opening price, which was right here. Man, we got so excited with the PRV that we didn't even mark up opening price today. That's usually the first thing we ever mark up. So we got that right there. Here is our clean chart. Let me just zoom out real quick. There's opening price. So you guys can see that it's not really a surprise that price rejected off this point. Price kind of pushed up, rejected off the 4-hour resistance level and came right back down into the range. Now it's ranging around this area here. So, I mean, there's no surprise here that price is going to bounce off that point. I drew the structure before market open. We have more structure down here, so we have some support. And then we'll go from here. All right, so this is going to be the 1 minute support level. Liquidity above got hit, so you guys can see the blue level right here got hit already. This is the only level of liquidity that got knocked out for today. It didn't reach that next level yet. But again, it's just bouncing around this point here. So there's no entries for us at the moment. We're still looking for the trend here to confirm. Once the trend confirms, we'll continue on with whatever's next. But let me just scroll down real quick. Rashida said she needs 3K left for her second challenge. Nice work, Rashida. So Rashida's about to pass her second account, 2 funded accounts on the way. Natasha said she's only taking PRB. Martha as well. Yeah, exactly. Maddie said for the first 3 months you get kind of the restriction on your payout withdrawals, but it's fine because it helps you create a cushion for your drawdown. Because then you just not have you end up not having a drawdown at all. Yeah, Drew said, yep, he's prepping for his 27,500 payout. Almost there, Drew. I know Drew has how many accounts do you have now, Drew? I think you have 10 accounts now, right? Or almost 10 accounts? Or how many funded actually? I know you've got a lot of funded accounts, at least 6. So, I mean, you think about it, Drew's making about so he has 6 accounts or let's just say because Maddie over here is what's Maddie on 14 accounts? So Maddie's at 14 accounts times 2,750. So Maddie will be able to withdraw 38,500 every 2 weeks. This is like someone's annual salary that Maddie's withdrawing every 2 weeks, basically. Like a basic low-wage job, right? That's crazy. Yeah, Rashida said, I love one and done. I love the freedom of not being stuck on the charts. Yeah, that's exactly why I like trading this way too. Just having one strategy a day, you're solid. You don't have to I mean, you can stay on this live session with us, but realistically, you can just trade between 6:30 and 7 and then be done and then go on with your day. I'm only on here for you guys. I mean, realistically, in the future, we might even just stick to 6:30 to 7 because I think that's even more solid for majority of people. And the profitability of it is it's just unmatched compared to staying on the charts and then taking 5 or 10 trades and then end up losing some trades and you end up in some drawdown. I feel like taking more trades causes revenge trade and FOMO. If you guys can stick to 1 or 2 trades a day, it just takes out that whole equation of having to FOMO or revenge trade because you already know there's another trade that's going to come tomorrow. And you know that you don't need to force anything. Right here, for example, there's no reason to take any trades because the price is going sideways, right? There's no trend that's confirmed there. Price is just going straight sideways. If you look over here on our clean chart, it's more obvious because price is just bouncing off the 1 minute support level. So there's not really much here to work with. The problem with this here is that when you guys are looking at these charts, with a lot of people, not just you guys, but with a lot of people in general, when you see price going sideways like this, you start to get FOMO because you're okay, I want to take a trade here, but there's no trade. Right here, there's a V1 pattern that's setting up, but there's still no trade here that's available. So we have V1 that's set up. I'll just leave that there marked up. So if price does drop back down below and then comes back up, we could maybe have a V1 variation, right? we can have a double top come up right here. That's one possibility. The other possibility is price can come down from here and provide a breakout V3 continuation, which is also fine. These strategies work. They just don't come up very often, especially when the volatility is kind of low. So Maddie's going to be in Hawaii. She's going to be in Hawaii. Nice. You guys leaving soon? Oh, March. Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys are going when the weather's getting better. I think the weather still kind of sucks out there right now. I went to Hawaii last month in December. Never going to Hawaii in December again. It rained every day when we were there. So it was definitely not as fun as it could have been. Sam said, hey, Sean, when you get a chance, could you give an analysis on yesterday's open to look for the PRV? We're going to do that during the mentoring session, Sam. So if you want to join the mentoring session after this, we'll cover that because I already know we're going to get questions on that later. I don't want to do it here because it's we don't want to get we don't want to get distracted with like whatever's happening on the chart right now. So we'll cover it after this live session if you can be on that, Sam. I'm not sure if you're part of the mentoring group. I think you are. If not, then you can join in on the YouTube and we will be explaining that. Pretty much. I think more of our discussion is going to happen with yesterday's session than today, because today we don't really have much to cover, right? We just have the PRV, which hit full TP. And then if we have any other entries here that come up, then possibly, but there's nothing here that's come up yet. So until something's come up, we'll kind of just stick to like what happened yesterday. There was a couple entries that happened yesterday, and I'll cover them. There was so there was a breakout V3 continuation that came up. That's one that Drew took yesterday, and then I think Maddie took a V1 variation with confluence as well. There's two entries that I spotted yesterday on yesterday's chart, and we'll cover that stuff right after this live session. Because we also don't want to have things mixed up. We just want to cover what's happening during this live session, and the mentoring session will be just pretty much review from previous days. Let's see, Daniel said Apex, Top Step, Bullnox, Take Profit Trader. That's like 29 accounts you can have on your copier. Yeah, I know that's a lot. There's a lot of different accounts that we can copy on there too. Let's see, Rashida said, Sean, can we go over how we can get our income from Apex in our personal to our business, since you can't change Apex once you sign up? Yeah, we'll cover that, Rashida. I'll tell you guys what I'm doing personally. I'm not sure how it's going to work because I haven't gotten a payout yet. But like, I don't know if I'm going to get an error from them or they're going to not want to pay me out through that account. But we'll cover that during the mentoring session. So let me just put some notes here real quick. Let me open my notepad. So mentoring session topics. Okay, so yesterday's entries, and then yeah, we'll be covering the PRV tomorrow, and then also we'll be covering the mentoring, or sorry, withdrawal payout funds from personal to business Apex. Okay. So I got two topics that we're going to cover during the mentoring session. Right after this, we'll cover yesterday's entries, I guess today's entries, and also withdrawal payout funds from personal to business by Apex. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's going to work yet. I'll know once I get my first payout, but I'll kind of show you guys what I'm doing. Yeah, Camo said it makes sense to stay on if you don't get the PRV. Yeah, exactly. Because there'll be more entries that come up. All right, let's see. Yes, Tony's asking which size. Yeah, all my accounts are 150K on Apex. Thanks, Gary, for the breakdown. Chase is asking, can you go over trailing drawdown with Apex? Well, if I have some time right now, we'll cover it. If not, we'll cover it during the mentoring session after this. Kenneth is asking if that was a V1 at 702. Let me check. So yeah, this was a V, well, no, it wouldn't be considered a V1 variation because there was no trend yet, Kenny. There was a trend with the trend meter, but the pivots here weren't bearish. Now they're bearish. They're barely turning bearish right here. So, I mean, it just depends on how you want to apply the V1 variation. If you want to apply it a risky way, typically people would take it without the confirmation of like the full confirmation. For me, it doesn't meet my criteria because the trend wasn't established and there was no confluence here. So if you just want to apply the V1 variation just like as is and not look at the trend and not look at like the full spectrum of like how to apply it, then yeah, this is a V1 pattern because it's a double body rejection right here. That's why I drew the structure. However, it's not one I would take because the trend here wasn't really confirmed. We had the trend here on the trend meter, but this changes pretty often. You can see over here, it goes from green to blue to red to green to red. This happens too quickly. I like to look at the pivots and I use the trend meter down below as a confluence on top of that. So because there was no bearish trend here, I wouldn't have taken this as a V1 variation. And then also there was no confluence over here with a second V1 pattern identifying the confluence that I was looking for. So it came up, but I wouldn't have taken it because it doesn't meet my criteria personally. But it is a V1 pattern, not a V1 variation, but V1 pattern. Lisa's asking, what copier am I using with Apex? I use Replicanto with NinjaTrader. So that's what I use. There's a TradeOvate built-in copier, but it's manual, so I don't like using it. I use Replicanto. And you guys can find promo codes online for Replicanto. It's normally like 150, I think, per computer. But there's promo code going around for like 120, I believe. And it's worth it because it's just a one-time payment. With Social Trader Tools, I was paying like around like 200 a month just to have all my accounts on Social Trader Tools. So it's a really big discount compared to what I was paying before. Yeah, Vimal said this should be our morning routine. 8:20 go live, join the session. 6:20 to 6:30 markup liquidity news. 6:30 to 6:40 take PRB. 6:40 to 8 team profit discussion, chat and show. Yeah, I mean that would be ideal, right? Vimal, I think eventually that's probably going to be our situation because the entry typically comes up pretty early anyways. So yeah, I mean, maybe over the next couple of weeks that'll be the case. But we'll see. I mean, if people still want me to take the official trades or identify the official trades, I'll still do it. Like I still like to trade in general, but yeah, I think for the sake of FOMO trading and revenge trading, the PRV is probably gonna be the best opportunity for everybody to just hop in with this and then kind of be done for the day. I think the people that are going to benefit the most from the PRV and from what we're doing here is the people in the mentoring group, of course. Because every day you guys are going to understand the PRV more and more because we'll be reviewing it every single day. I'll give you guys details of like what I was looking for. Obviously, I have to adapt with the market. So for me, I have to adapt with the market pretty quick whenever it's necessary. But yeah, I think people in the mentoring group, you guys are probably going to be the most profitable out of everybody here because you'll be able to really understand and identify it and take it exactly when it comes up. So I'm excited for all you guys. It seems like a lot of you guys are getting funded pretty soon. So probably by the end of this month, as long as the PRV is consistently hitting, you guys will probably all be funded by the end of February. So funded by February, payouts by March, and probably multiple accounts by May. So it's pretty exciting. It's exciting to see a big group of people get funded with me, right? Or get funded all together. Because usually you'll see like a couple people get funded like every week, every month, every day. But when you see everybody get funded all together, applying one strategy and it works, it's crazy. Because there's like 40 of us in the group. So you're going to see a lot of funded accounts, a lot of payouts coming in. At that point, Apex should be paying me because I'm basically bringing you guys to Apex. They should be paying me for getting you guys on this. We'll see. I'm gonna have to talk to what's his name, whoever owns Apex, because that'll be cool. I think if we have a group and we're all consistently profitable, maybe they'll be able to give us our own server where we can just trade on our own, and we just partner with them somehow. that's a lot of people. Like if you think about it, if they're paying out like X amount of money to just one group of people every single month, it's gonna be pretty obvious, and they're gonna want to keep us within their group. So we'll see. Let's see. Patricia said your payout bank account has to match your contract name. Gotcha. Okay, Patricia. Well, we'll definitely keep that. And I'll explain to you guys what I was doing as well. Because that will I mean your name should be on your business account anyways, as the owner of the account. All right, guys, the trend is now shifted back up, so we're no longer looking for sells. We're probably gonna be looking for some buys here. Price is pushed up. What we're gonna look for at this point is we're gonna look for price to push up, come down, swing up like that, provide structure. So that's going to be like something we'll be looking for. Maybe something like that, or we might be looking for something like this, where price will come down, come back down, a W pattern, right? For a V1 variation. Basically look for a V1, look for another V1. That's going to be a double body or double bottom. And that's kind of what we'll be looking for. But the trend here has shifted back to the upsides. We might be looking for some buys here as price continues to move along. Jonathan said, just check my bank account and I got my taxes back already. Time to buy a few more Apex accounts. Nice. Yeah, Nick said, just so everyone knows, sometimes you can catch Apex online and live chat with them. So if you ever need help with something and are waiting on email back or something, I just go to the website and click the chat if it's there. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that, Nick. Yeah, I think Apex works on Chicago time. I think they're based in Chicago. So basically 8 to 5 Chicago time. Albert said heads up for everyone for Top Step. It only connects to NinjaTrader using Rhythmic. If you select TradeOvate, you can only use trading. You can use TradingView, and on NinjaTrader, only one Rhythmic account can be activated at one time. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, that sucks, but that's good to know, Albert. So maybe Top Step won't be on the list of the thing with Top Step is that they've gone through a lot of changes too. So just keep that in mind. When we first started using Top Step initially, before they were like I don't even think they were using Rhythmic before. They were using TradeOvate, and then there was issues with execution. So I think they switched over to Rhythmic. So I'll keep that for a later time. But yeah, thanks for letting us know, Albert. Once I get funded 20 accounts on Apex, then I'll look at other companies. But at that point, I don't even know if I'll want to because, like I did the math with you guys here. So like 1,500. So I'm going to lower my contract size. Right now I'm taking a 12 contract, but once I'm funded, I'm going to take a 12 contract. So instead of making 1,500, I'll make 1,250 times 20. So I'll still make like 25K per trade. And like conservatively, if we're doing 3 trades a week, which is probably what's going to happen, 75,000 a week. So, I mean, yeah, I guess at that point, if I want to add more accounts, that'd be fine. But I'm just like thinking this is just Apex times 4. It's like 300,000 a month times 12. That's like 3.6 mil a year of just Apex. And then of course, you're going to take 90%. So I'm still cool with 3.2 mil. So I mean, realistically, if I can't add any other copiers to or any other accounts to my copier, I'm happy with Apex. If anything, I'll just buy another laptop. I'll have to have like 3 hands, right? I'll have like 3 hands to execute multiple trades on different computers at once. That would be the day. That would be the day where I have to figure out a way to execute trades manually on like 3 different computers at once. Nicholas said, what's your morning routine, Sean? Do you wake up at 5 minutes before the live or do you get stuff before? It's pretty early for you. Honestly, I wake up like right before. I used to wake up early, but I feel like when I wake up early, I get kind of I get FOMO because I see all the pre-market moves. So it kind of it was counterproductive. So for me personally, I will wake up like I have my alarm at like 5 o'clock. I'll probably get up at 5:30. So because I'm on this live by 6:20. So I'll get up around 5:30. I gotta like do like some deep brushing with my teeth because I have veneers on. So I just have to do I do like my basic routine of like what getting ready in the morning, but I don't get on the charts at all. So like if your question is like what's my routine with the charts, I don't get on the charts until like 6:15 or 6:20. So like right before we go live, that's when I get on the charts. I'm not on the charts like playing around or screwing around or anything like that. I just get on the charts. I set up my NinjaTrader, set up my Zoom, set up the YouTube, set up all this stuff. And I'm like literally on the charts when I get on the live. So I'm never like pre-analyzing or anything. That's why when I get on the charts, I'm like barely looking at the news because I don't look at the news before. I'm looking at the fundamentals and looking at the sentiment here. And I think that's why I don't revenge trade at all. So I never revenge trade and I never FOMO because I'm not on the charts early enough to do any of that stuff. I'm just waiting for the PRV entry in the morning. So that's kind of how my routine works. I get up like around 5:30. I just do all my morning stuff, and then I get on the charts probably at like 6:18, and then 2 minutes I'll be on the Zoom, and then I'll be doing everything. So I'm never on the charts for an extended period pre-market. Let's see. Henry said high-low triple confluence. Um, yeah, technically there was a triple confluence right there. I mean, it was kind of a messy one, but it was a triple confluence, Henry. So I'm not sure if you caught that, but yeah, there was a triple confluence right there. It was just such a huge candle that I didn't really pay attention to it because there were so many lows right here, and it did break past this one. And the trend was bullish. So the trend just became bullish right there. So it's kind of hard to tell if it's something that like, people would have taken. But yeah, that was a triple confluence. There's a buy signal broken close past this high low right here. The trend just became bullish at that point because you can see the trend meter just turned green. The pivots just started shifting. And that would be a triple confluence. I don't think anybody would have taken that though. However, it was touching the opening price. So that would be a red flag. However, if you just wanted to wait for it, you could have just waited for it too. You could have taken the entry here and you could have just waited for it to go into drawdown, put your buy stop right there, and then catch it as it swung up. So either way, if you entered right away, it still would have hit TP. But if you would have waited, you would have had better entry, less stress, because it would have pulled back like it was supposed to, retested the opening price, and it shot right back up. So nice catch right there, Henry. If you caught it, I didn't catch it, but it's good entry. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So Nicholas said question was life routine. Yeah, so my routine kind of changes a little bit sometimes, Nicholas. During the summer, like last summer when we were like trading, I wake up a lot earlier because I'll go running in the morning. Like I'll wake up at like 4:35. I'll go running in the morning, shower, have my protein shake, get ready, and then be on the charts. But overall, I'm never on the charts pre-market. So yeah, my routine kind of changes. Right now we're in the winter, so it's kind of cold. I don't really work out in the morning. I just so my normal routine right now is I get up at like 5:30, I get ready, I get on the live, we go to the mentoring session, I go to the gym, and then I do nothing. I just kind of chill after. That's kind of that's my routine. So I kind of have my like by 12 o'clock, my whole day's done. Like I've worked out, I traded, made profit, done all the work that I need to do, and then I have like the whole day to do whatever I want. Um, and that's kind of how it is like throughout the. I just have the same routine. It's just slight changes in the morning, depending on like the time of the year. Because in the summer, of course, like obviously you're gonna work out more and stuff. But yeah, health is like big for me though. So health, trading, and that's about it. That's why I don't have any stress because I'm just chilling all day for the most part. And that's why I did the mentorship. So like I usually don't mentor at all, but I got kind of bored because I have nothing else to do. So I figured I'd just mentor you guys because I make good profits from trading. So I don't really have to look for anything else. Other than that, I'm just looking for other investment opportunities. I'm usually going to like group meetings and stuff with other investors here. And that's pretty much it. Kevin said there was another momentum pullback scalp that hit, but it was overextended. So looking over here, we had a buy signal. Let's check it out real quick. So we had a buy signal, we have the bullish trend, price pulled back right here, came back up, pulled back right here. The entry would have happened at this level, and that's where the MPS entry would have came up. So if you guys took the momentum pullback scalp, again, these aren't like any of our official entries, so I'm not really looking at them per se. I'm mainly just looking at the official entry. So I'm looking for the V1 variation with confluence. I'm looking for the breakout V3 continuation with confluence. And that's pretty much it for the most part. There's a lot of other entries that you can take. If you guys have followed me for a while now, I have like over 20 strategies that you can apply. But for these live sessions, I'm mainly focused on 3 of the official strategies. However, this doesn't mean that you guys can't take any other trades. You guys are more than welcome to take anything you like. But I'm always looking for quality entries. So there's no quality entries here for me. There's no V1 patterns. And the volatility here is starting to die down a bit. You can see that price is kind of just going back and forth. So you can see down here, I mean, I don't know if anybody else can see it, but it's pretty clear to me. Price is just ranging. Price ranges, consolidates, range back down, consolidate, range up, consolidate. So it's super obvious what price is doing here. There's just no direction. Price just keeps going back and forth. If you look over here on our clean chart, it's a little more obvious, right? So initially price was ranging between this big range over here. Now there's a tighter range and price is back at the 4-hour resistance level. So at this point right here, I wouldn't be surprised if price rejects off this point and then pulls right back into the range. Not really too much to recover. So yeah, Jeff said the momentum pullback scalp hit him hard yesterday. Yeah, the momentum pullback scalp it's a good strategy when the market's trending. So I think the key thing here is to just identify if the market's trending hard. Because right now it's obviously not trending. So this is something that I would probably avoid. Because you want price to continue climbing in your direction, right? And also it was in the 4-hour resistance. So it's not something that I personally would have really been keen to take. But again, everybody's slightly different. It should depend on the person. Kenny said, just train Kodi Kai to execute trades for you. I know, right? I gotta put a laptop on the floor so Kodi Kai can just hit the buy sell button for me. You guys have seen those videos with the dogs where they can hit the buttons. I just gotta get him to do that. Yeah, Tony said there's videos that show how to link multiple prop firms. Yeah, I've seen them online. There's it looks pretty simple. So I think when it comes time for me to use it, I'll look into it. But my main focus right now is just Apex. It's just Apex getting funded. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I'm sure that's happened to you guys before, right? Where you guys will be on FTMO, you'll be getting close to funded, and then you want to buy like 4 more accounts. And then as soon as you buy those 4 more accounts, you blow all the accounts because your focus goes from just one account to like all these other accounts. And that's something that I've kind of learned, along the way as well. It's just really being patient with this trading thing because the market's not going to go anywhere. It's just being able to stay consistent and disciplined. All right, Henry. Yeah, Henry said PR being done. So he's done for the day. I'll see you back either at the mentoring session or tomorrow, Henry. Matt's asking, can I use a copier for my Top Step and Apex? So I've seen videos online where you can use them, but Albert here said that you can only use Rhythmic. So I'm not sure. I can't say for sure because I haven't done it, but I've seen videos of people online. There's other people who trade Apex online, and they were able to link both of their Apex and Top Step on NinjaTrader. I just haven't done it myself. I also don't. So the reason why I'm kind of holding off on using other funding companies as well is because I don't want to piss off Apex, right? Because Apex, they're super strict. I haven't looked at their FAQs. I want to make sure that it's not against their terms and conditions. Because if it's against their terms and conditions, I'm not going to use it. Because I think Apex provides the most funding out of all the other companies. So I wouldn't necessarily want to step on their feet. So yeah, I'd recommend just looking at their FAQs, making sure that it's cool before you do it. Because the last thing you want to do is get 20 funded accounts and then you add a top step account to it. And then Apex emails you like a day later, like, hey, we're terminating your accounts because you violated terms and conditions. Because I feel like that's something that they would do, right? Just knowing the people who run Apex, they're pretty hard line. So I would make sure to double check everything first. All right, Camo. Yeah, Camo says he's done for the day, locked in his PRB, and he's now out. All right, Camo, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Yeah, Matt said he'll just trade top step on his phone. I think for my top step, I can probably just trade off Tradovate off my computer, off the web app. If anything, I'll probably just do that because that's that's how it works. Well, I mean, it would work for me because I'd be basically trading two different platforms. Oh gosh. Okay. So Albert said as long as you don't have a Rhythmic account, you can add Top Step to it, but he made the mistake of signing up with Rhythmic account first. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So that makes sense now. That makes sense why it wasn't working or wouldn't work. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Randy says it's applicable to anything in life. You often find himself getting too ahead of himself and messing up because of that. Yeah, you just got to take things one task at a time. And that's usually how you can get things done a lot quicker. Nicholas is asking, how would they know you have other accounts with other firms? Because on NinjaTrader, if you're using the Apex login to log into NinjaTrader, they have the license key, right? And I think the license key will show how many accounts are attached to that specific NinjaTrader. So I don't know for sure if that's the case, but I'm assuming that's the case because Apex is paying for the license key with NinjaTrader. I think you can use copiers, but you have to pay for your own license key. Like you have to go to NinjaTrader and just pay for your own license key so that they can't see who's on the account. Because they technically pay for the license. That's why there's like all these random fees because Apex pays for like a lot of these licenses with NinjaTrader and stuff. So I've seen a video of them or I've seen their FAQs. They mention that if you want to trade other accounts like personal accounts, you just have to use your own NinjaTrader. You can't use their license key. Because I'm sure they're fine with that. Yeah, Kevin said he uses Rhythmic on Quant Tower to trade Apex and Top Step. There's options, but just depends on what you're comfortable with. Yeah, there's a lot of options out there, guys. I think that's what I like about NinjaTrader because there's more options to trade with NinjaTrader versus like MC4. With MC4, you're kind of stuck with using these other copier platforms. But with NinjaTrader, there's so many different options that you can use as well to I don't think you can do that, Drew. So Drew said 20 personal Apex and 20 LLC. I know someone asked about that the other day, but I don't think you can do that. That would be crazy though. I'm gonna have to go yeah, for the LLC, I'm gonna have to set up as someone else. Use my alter ego. I'm gonna use code. I'm gonna sign up with my name as Kodi. Kodi, first name Kodi, last name Kai. We'll never know, right? Maddie's asking, Sean, are you signing your Apex accounts under your personal? Yeah, well, when I signed up, I didn't realize that you had to sign up under like a different username. So yeah, unfortunately I'm under my personal, but it's all good. I mean, there's ways around it. I'll show you guys during the mentoring session what I'm doing. But yeah, when I signed up, it was through my personal. I didn't want to mix it up because I already have 10 accounts under my personal. So I didn't want to sign up 10 personal and then have them split up with 10 LLC. Well, I can't even do that actually, because once you sign up with Apex, you can't change any of your account information. So yeah, I'm using my personal, but my payout. So I put my business bank account as my business account. So That's kind of what I'm doing. I just signed up as personal, but my payouts and withdrawals, like the wires are going to my business account. How can you switch, Madhu? Could you change it? Because we looked it up. Rashida looked it up too. She said that. So when you sign up, let me see if I can look at my chat messages over here. So Rashida said that like if you wanted to change it right here, when you sign up, you have to sign up under your like if you want to sign up under business, you have to fill out the form in this way. Your first name is gonna be your LLC corp name, and then your last name is your name. But when I signed up, like there's no way I would know this unless I actually looked into the FAQs. Um, so I mean, yeah, so I'm kind of stuck with it. Okay, perfect. So Madhu said he reached out to them and they had me email them my company information. Okay, that's awesome. That's perfect. Thanks, Madhu. So I'm glad someone actually did it. So now we know that you can just email them. Okay, perfect. No, that's awesome. Thanks, Madhu. I'm glad you did it because everyone is kind of confused about the whole situation. But now I'm just going to do that. Man, that's smart. Okay, cool. Thanks, Madhu. I will be definitely be doing that right before I get funded. Let's see. Amal's asking, is an NinjaTrader copy or console cloud-based? No, it's not. It's based off your computer, but you can do cloud-based. Uh, yeah, I think you have to pay for like some tokens or something to use nodes. They use these things called nodes. I don't know if you're familiar with it. I'm not familiar with it, but they use these things called nodes um, to make it cloud-based. Like you can do it on VPS, but I'm not familiar with it. Yeah, Kevin said that's why you stay on the live. I know, right? All right, so there's another, I think there was another momentum pullback scalp entry that came up over here, but obviously it's not one of my official entries that I typically like to apply. Price pushed up, retraced right here. The entry happened right here, it looks like, and it would have came up and hit TP. So the entry would have happened down here. Looks like it would have filled it and went straight to TP. But no official entries here. As you guys can see, there's currently a pending V1 pattern right here. If this doesn't drop below, this is going to be a V1 pattern and it can possibly push up. However, we already have a buy signal here, so there's not going to be a breakout V3 continuation. We would need a sell signal in order for that to come up. Nice. So yeah, Madhu over here just sent his email with Apex. So it looks like, yeah, that's the case. It was as easy as that, right? Someone could have just emailed Apex. I think that's probably the easiest way to get around, guys, is to just email them because the FAQ is helpful, but it is kind of confusing. So that's great. Thanks, Madhu. I'll probably do that later on. All right, guys. So I don't really see much happening here. Let me see. Price push down a little bit. The ATR is kind of dying down a bit. You have another structure here producing for a V1 variation or a V1 pattern, basically a reversal pattern. You have a double wick rejection right there. As long as price doesn't come back down below this level, this will establish as a V1 level. So there can be opportunities here, but as you guys can see, the ATR down below started to drop down a bit. It was currently at 20, down to 18, now down to 15. And the ATR is just a little slow. So if the ATR starts to drop a little more, the volatility is going to be even slower. And that's just going to give us more reason for price to go sideways. But it's kind of doing the same thing. So it's been doing this for pretty much all session. You can see how price started up here. consolidated a bit, dropped down, consolidated a bit, pushed up, consolidated a bit, pushed up higher, and then back into consolidation right there. So price, I mean, realistically, just consolidating back and forth. There's not really much here to look at as price just goes in this back and forth movement. Here we go, as price pulls back down. Looks like price might be in a bigger range right here. So there was a consolidation right here. And it pushed up and it consolidated and it pushed down. And it's back at a consolidation. So there's not really much here. Let's see. Ross is asking, or you said you were trading on NinjaTrader, not Tradeovate. So NinjaTrader owns Tradeovate. They're the same company. I don't know if you guys know that. So it's kind of the same thing. That's why they're so that's why they work work well together. So NinjaTrader actually owns Tradeovate. That's why you can kind of use Tradeovate on NinjaTrader and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm trading on NinjaTrader, not Tradeovate, but my accounts are linked to NinjaTrader. I'm basically trading from the top because if you can trade from the top, like the top platform, which is NinjaTrader, and then if you want to trade with the lower company, which should be Tradeovate, you can do that as well. But yeah, I personally trade with NinjaTrader. That's how I have the top of your setup. All right, guys, I'm not really seeing too much here. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to put them in the chat. The ATR here is starting to die down a bit. So if there's nothing here for us to look at, we might just wrap this up so that I can get on the mentoring session where we can cover stuff that people actually want to cover. There's just nothing for us to take here. I think a lot of people are already done for the most part because they just wanted to take the PRV entry anyways. And that's kind of what I'm doing here too. I'm glad that I've come up with this PRV entry because you guys can see if we didn't have this PRV entry, we would be just hanging out on this live session for like, almost 2 hours here with no entries because there's just nothing here that's coming up. There's momentum pullback scalp entries coming up, but they're just not very good. So I'm super glad that we've decided to put an emphasis on this PRV entry. So, all right, guys, if there's any other questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to get off this live session soon, and then we're going to get right back on for the mentoring session. So if you guys are here on the YouTube channel and you guys want to sit in on the mentoring session, it's completely free. You just can't ask any questions. The chat will be open, but I'm not going to be looking at it. So if you guys want to sit in on the mentoring session, we have this every single day after the live session. I'm going to be sitting with our group of about 40 people where we'll be covering the trades that we took, trades that we didn't take, any trades that were identified, any questions regarding the platform or anything anything that has to do with it. If you guys want to sit in on it, just go to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Kodi Kai Trades, click on subscribe and turn on notifications right here. And then you should get an email when I go live. So YouTube will send you an email whenever I go live. I go live twice a day now. So if you guys want to sit on it, feel free. I just won't be answering any questions from the YouTube. I'm only going to be answering questions from the Zoom because it's technically a private live session. And I just open it up to you guys so that you guys can sit in on it. So if you guys want to take part in this mentoring group next cycle, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to want to take part of it. For this mentoring group, it's basically free. You just have to have access to the indicators to be able to apply the strategies. The next mentoring group, I don't know if we'll have one, but I'm pretty sure we will. So we're going to see a lot of people getting funded and passing and getting payouts and stuff that I'm pretty sure a lot of people will want to take part in the next one. So we have another V1 pattern here, but again, there's just no confluence. So there's no entries for us here to take at the moment. We're getting close to 8 o'clock, and as you guys can see, it's ATR is dying down to below 15. So I'm just going to see a sideways movement from here. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up for this session. I'll be getting on right away for the mentoring session. So if you guys want to hop on that, feel free. If you guys are part of the mentoring group, I will post it to the group shortly. Let's see if there's any more profits here to look at before we get off. So we got DJ over here funded on Top Step. Nice. So nice work over here for DJ. Just got funded on Top Step. Great work. We have Kevin over here, total profit of 970 on his first account, Top Step. Nice work right there. And his second account over here, total profit of 685. Great work, Kevin, sorry. I didn't call you Jonathan for a second. We have Nikki over here as well. Total profit of 780 on her first account, 825 on her second, and 815 on her third. for a total profit of well over 2,000 for the day. Nice work, Nikki. We have Camo here, total profit of 2,110 for the day, all wins on his FTMO. And that looks like that's about it. So, all right, other than that, I think that's it for now. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get off this live session. I'm gonna get right back on in about a minute. I'm just gonna set up the mentoring group and then I'll post that link up for you guys in the mentoring channel. If you guys want to sit in on the YouTube, just make sure that you guys just are subscribing and have notifications. YouTube will send you an email. Or if you guys just want to sit on here, just update this and you'll see the live session come up right here as well. And you can just click on it. I'll be on like in a few minutes. So, all right, guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in a few moments as I set up the mentoring.